Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Bucaneers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Play action. Rich. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Rich, caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rich. And finding the tight end Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Now a second down and 6. Off the play fake. Russo. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, Stanley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rich into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On first down, Russo over the middle, complete. That's Kane. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Russo throwing the out route and complete. It's Kane. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on second down. Russo caught here by Griffin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November, and all of December is still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
On 1st and 10, Rich going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap, the trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On third down, Dent. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Operating from the gun, Rich. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons have moved out in front. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, it's Samuels. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Looking to throw on second down. Russo. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down at 4. Back to throw. Russo got his man complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw on second down, Russo.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
From the gun on third down, Russo. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On first down, Rich. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stanley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 17. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw on second down. Russo looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down. Russo throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kane. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Russo. This is intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Falcons offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Off play action. Rich. He completes it to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st and 10. Rich. Wilson snags it left side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Looking to throw. Rich. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
To kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Samuels again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Russo throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murphy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Russo. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Russo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Russo. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Rich. Flushed out right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the AFC South. It's Indianapolis on the road at Tennessee. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. The Titans still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one all tied. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Here we go. Set the line. Mike 20.
On first and 10, Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Staying on the ground with Samuels.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Russo, flush to his right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw on 3rd down. Russo, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, Rich. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Stanley.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
On 3rd down, it's Stanley.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Rich over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking to throw. Rich throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000? What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
First down. It's Stanley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rich. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Russo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Russo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On the handoff, it's Samuels. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On third down, Russo. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. To throw on 2nd down, Russo. He finds his man, complete. It's Murphy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 1st down, Russo. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Russo. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Trying the left side with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Russo. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bucks 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Russo. Buying time to his left. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Operating from the gun. Russo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.